Hello again, and welcome back to Lady Applejack Speaks VA. This is a VA channel here on YouTube, or out in YouTube land, the magical world of YouTube, that focuses on the Netflix series Stranger Things. So if you're returning, hi, welcome back. Grab up a seat. I missed ya. And if you're new, get a seat too. We're going to hang out together tonight. So I am so corny right now. Anyways, first order of business, I would like to send out a crazy, huge, ginormous, excited thank you to each and every single one of you. I just, out of curiosity, looked at my subscriber count for today, and you guys got me like over 200 subscribers. Like, I was excited when I got 20, let alone 10. So I'm just blown away by all the love and all the enthusiasm that I've had experienced just this past week since I started putting these videos out. So thank you. I can't thank you guys enough. Oh my God. It's quite a humbling experience. I just hope that I could keep you guys as interested as you have been thus far. So I also want to thank everyone that has reached out to me via Instagram and showed their love and enthusiasm for the series on there. And also, like, the comment section. You guys are just amazing. I try to comment with every comment I receive. I try to respond with every comment that I receive. So hopefully I can still keep doing that. That's the ultimate goal here. I'm still taking requests, and I got a couple requests overnight that I've added to the list of future requests I'm going to pursue. Yeah, I'm not too sure what is going to happen with Eddie and Female Listener, if it's going to be an ongoing series. I'm assuming it's going to be. I might just do some side commentary scripts as well. I actually got one of the coolest compliments ever, and I'm still kind of I'm shook about it. Is that something that people say still nowadays? I'm still shook. Somebody told me that I sounded a lot like Joyce off of Stranger Things, like my voice, my regular speaking voice, and I was so stinking stoked about that I woke up my husband in the middle of the night, and I was like, I sound like Winona Ryder. Oh my God. And he's like, what? So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm a geek. So, but yeah, thank you guys for accepting me the way I am. So yeah, let's go ahead and just jump into some other housekeeping items I have. First and foremost, I want to give out some VA channel shout outs. There are some tons of amazing people out there that are creators on this platform that don't get the amount of views or the amount of listens as they justly deserve. And there's three in particular I want to shout out. First, I would love to shout out Vignussy, which, by the way, I love the username. It made me giggle because it made me think of when Jamie did his interview and he was reading the tweets and he saw that. And he said he was going to change his phone. I think he said he was going to change his phone to say that somehow. I don't know. But anyways, Vignussy has, or Vignussy, I gotta learn how to talk, y'all, has some really great content out there focusing on our beloved hero, Eddie. And they also have a lot of playlists in particular. I'm a huge sucker for music, so I was doing kind of a snoop through the channel, and I saw all the playlists, and I started listening to all the playlists tonight as I was writing the script. So I enjoyed myself. In terms of Stranger Things content, they have a few videos out there with Clingy Eddie, which is my absolute fave. and they also had some spicy videos. I like the fact that they were very upfront about their comfort level in terms of making the spicy videos. And with that being said, I would like, if you guys go over there and request content, please be respectful as much as possible. And I know that one thing the creator has asked is if you aren't a certain age, like a minimum age, to bypass that, or to proceed with caution, I guess, or just simply get out. So please, please, please be respectful of their requests. But honestly, their content is really good, and I like their Eddie in particular because their Eddie, he's just so Eddie. You guys will understand once you go over and listen. So that's one. I got another one that is very, very new to the platform, and that's Lexi VA. Lexi VA has a very, very new channel, but it really packs a punch. All their videos are very descriptive. I love the narratives that the videos have, and it's easy to visualize in your head as you listen. I'm one of those people that when I listen to things, I visualize things. So whether it's a music, or if I'm writing a scene, either in my book or one of these scripts, I try to write as much as possible because I'm seeing it in my head. I really enjoyed their two-part series that they have right now. It's EddieXListener, aka Clumsy, and it's the cutest little series that I've listened to so far, and I really enjoy it. It made me giggle, it made me giddy. It was adorable, and I like the fact that I was able to see this in my head like I was watching a television series. So that's the second. And the last one I have is xspicytunax, and I think I might have mentioned them in the past, but their channel was actually one of the many reasons why I decided to start my own VA channel. I was really inspired by them. They have a lot of good content over there, from like the standard EddieXListener, and then they also did a gender bending Eddie/EmmaXListener series, and that series is still going on, and I think they just posted a video, I think might be the third or fourth part today. So I love that series. I think it's really cute and really creative. And in addition, they started a new series that I think was released last night around the same time that my episode dropped. And that was called Raindrops and Daisies. And it's guys, it's good. It's so good. It's spoon worthy material. And it's one of those, again, it's one of those people that have the kind of like the understanding of how Eddie portrays himself, like down to a science. It was really interesting listening to the inner dialogue that Eddie had, or the dialogue he would have with, for example, Jason as one of the key characters. And I was laughing at certain parts. It was just such a good listen. So if you haven't checked out any of these channels, please, I can't stress enough, please go check them out and give them some love. They rightfully deserve it, and they are super talented, and I am so honored to be a part of this community because of people like them. So yeah. All right, that was a long housekeeping talk. So let's just go ahead and talk about the episode real fast, and we'll jump right in there. This is episode 9, part 2. And we are still on the date of February 14th, 1986. So if you remember correctly, that's on a Friday. This is going to be Friday evening. And the rating is going to go back down to PG-13 for strong language and brief mentions of triggers such as body dysmorphia and eating disorders. So keep that in mind. And like I said, my offer always stands. If you feel like that might be too much of a trigger, you can always message me on Instagram and I will send you kind of like a brief summary so you could kind of know what happens in the episode. If you don't feel like any triggers are going to bother you and you're brand new to this series, it does have a really, long lasting storyline. Specifically, female listener, she has a little bit of a background. So if you're not familiar with that, go listen to those other episodes before you start this one because you might get a little lost. And we don't want that. We want you to stay here and not in the upside down. So, yeah, I'm corny. And let's see. This is still dedicated to Love, Simp, and Maggie's Bakery. They're the two subscribers that actually sent in these request ideas, and I kind of fused them together like Frankenstein. Hopefully in a good way. Hopefully not in the murdery kind of way with Frankenstein. But anyhow, title is EddieXFemale Listener. Nothing's going to stop us now. That's a song that Jefferson Starship had released back in the 80s. So, yeah, there you go. There's all of it. So, without further ado, I will jump right into it. And we're back in Eddie's point of view. Enjoy. Well, I spent nearly 2 hours in Principal Fuckface's Higgins' office. 1 full hour of getting screamed at by him while the prick Carver got the royal treatment with the school nurse. And then I spent another hour waiting for Hopper to come to the school to talk to Carver's parents. And he talked them out of pressing charges against me. I don't think this was too much of an effort for him, considering I was giving Jason knowing glares and silently warning him that I had enough leverage against him now that I can make his life pretty uncomfortable. So all I can think right now is I hope that that will be enough to keep the alphas away from Listener or anyone else that matters to me. Higgins let me off with a week-long suspension, with the opportunity for me to continue my studies at home so I don't fall behind. I think most of that was due to the fact that Listener's clean record was tip-top and she gets decent grades, and he knows that I am being tutored by her on the side. So then I also think Higgins just wants to get me the hell out of his school for once and for all. Not that I can blame him. The feeling's mutual. As Hopper and I exited the school, I asked him to look into Listener's accident again, vaguely implying that Jason had said that there was more to it. It wasn't just a mere accident. I have no loyalty to that piece of shit. So whatever happens, it happens. My ribs burn so bad right now from the few punches Carver had thrown. And my face ain't looking good. It's bruised along my jawline and my left eye. Both of those bruises are pretty ugly and pretty obvious. I also have a busted lip, busted courtesy of the fancy classroom Carver likes to show off. But in the end, I feel like I won. Even though I won that small victory against that piece of shit, I knew my battle was only just starting. I still have to face Listener, and I just don't think she's going to be real pleased. Okay, I've been sitting in this van for 10 minutes now. Guess I better go face the music. Kill the engine. At least our home looks nice. I mean, it isn't much to look at. I get it's not a fancy house like Carver's or Chrissy's, but Listener and I have really made it our own in the short time that we've lived here. Uh, she's hung up a small welcome sign underneath the porch light, much to my dismay, because I don't want to just welcome anyone in my house. But she made it cutesy, and she even put a little small sitting area on the porch for the many times that she wants to banish me from the house to smoke the occasional cigarettes, because she doesn't like the house smelling like cigarette smoke. She's made that clear. The thought, despite everything that happened that day, it makes me smile. All right, making my way around the van, up to the stairs of the porch. Okay. Well, it's not muddy anymore and it's not snowy anymore, but I better wipe my shoes just in case, or that's just going to add to the total anger that I'm about to witness. Okay. I should lock the door. Get the key. Listener is sitting in the quiet living room in her favorite rocker that I got her for Christmas. She looks on edge, and as she turns to gaze to me, I wait for her to start chiding me. Instead, she jumps up, runs towards me, and warm embrace. Oh, ow. I wince slightly as she presses herself against my bruised rib cage. But I don't pull away. I just pull her closer to me, allowing my left hand to slide up along her back, her neck, and into the softness of her freshly washed hair. I breathe in the familiar scent of strawberries and cream from her shampoo and conditioner, and I'm home. Hey. Yeah, I'm okay. Got a week's worth of suspension, though. Yeah. Oh, you know? How? Oh, Mike Wheeler told you. Oh, surprise. Did he tell you everything? And you're not mad? Well, I wasn't necessarily expecting you to be happy, but I wasn't expecting this either. Hey, oh, don't cry, baby. No, they don't hurt that much. I'm a little sore, but nothing that you and a first aid kit can't fix. Listen, I'm going to go take a shower before you doctor me up, and then we are going to sit down and talk. Okay? Don't frown. It's not going to be a bad talk, I promise. Okay. I love you. I'll be right back. Just relax. The shower feels so good on my ribs and my face. Almost too good. After sliding into some boxers, I grab the first aid kit from the bathroom closet and make my way back to the kitchen. Which is a little easier considering I now know that Listener isn't going to be killing me in my sleep tonight. It's when I see a listener under the chandelier light that hung above our kitchen table that I see just how much damage the alphas have caused. Her eye cheekbones were more defined than before. The outline of her shoulder blades are more pronounced through my Motorhead t-shirt that she's wearing. How did I not see it sooner? How did I not notice that this amazing, beautiful girl that belongs to me, that I love so much, was slowly wasting away? I sit down next to her, pushing the kit in front of her onto the table. Without question, she opens it, begins cleaning the cuts on my face, wincing herself as I let out a painful hiss. Her voice is soft as silk as she murmurs an apology. It's okay. I'm the one that should be apologizing right now, listener. Why? Because I should have seen all these signs. I should have known what was happening. I knew you were depressed, but I didn't say anything, and I don't know why I didn't say anything. I guess I... No, don't make excuses for me. I should have said something. I should have noticed something. I'm supposed to protect you, and I feel like all I do is keep slipping up. Why didn't you tell me? You were scared? Why, baby? Because you thought that I was falling out of love with you. Oh, baby, come here. Just, no, put that down. Stop what you're doing. I'm fine. Stop fussing with me. Come here and sit in my lap for a second. Please. It feels like forever since you've done this. We both have been just so crazy busy lately. I don't regret anything I've done, listener, with the exception of not paying closer attention. And as for loving you, I could never, ever fall out of love with you. You're mine. You were mine from the very start. From the first moment I saw you at that cash register. From the very first moment your eyes started to sparkle as you were enthusiastically talking to me about music that typical girls like you wouldn't listen to. I knew from that point on that you were meant for me. If anything, I love you more each day that passes. And this bullshit with your body, Angel, I don't know what you see when you look in the mirror each day, but do you know what I see? I see this drop-dead, stone-cold fox, MTV headbanger goddess that I get to call mine. You are like my very own Christine Turlington, but way, way hotter. It's true, though. You are literally the Shannon to my Ozzy, baby. You're the only reason why I work so hard, and because I want to give you nothing but the very best. You already have the best, huh? I could definitely do some improvements, but that makes me feel good to hear. Because I really, really need to talk to you about something. Can you hop up for a sec? I just gotta go grab something inside our room. No, 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 you can't follow me. Stay back. Stay here. I promise I'll be right back. It almost hurts to see the uncertainty on her face as she's watching me walk out of the kitchen and back to our room. Almost, though, because I know that it will soon fade away. I open up our shared closet and I reach up to grab the beat up Reebok shoebox I have. I reach in it and grab the familiar velvet box with my fingers. Finally, I'm feeling confident and feeling ready. She's nervously standing at the kitchen counter as I come back to the kitchen. Her beautiful eyes full of worry. I smiled reassuringly as I went over to her and pull her a little closer to me with one arm around her waist while the other hangs beside me. And I'm trying very hard to conceal this box. Oh, I love it when I nuzzle the tip of my nose against her own. I was going to do this for a while now. I had first planned to do this on Christmas Day, as cliche as that is, but that obviously fell through. And I thought tonight I'd do something special, like make you dinner, dance with you to all of our favorite records, and maybe get you a little drunk on cheap wine. Don't hit me. Obviously, the plan has changed just a little bit, but one thing is very similar to it, and it's staying the same. So, whew, listener, I love you. I love you so much, and that love is never, ever going to diminish. I almost lost you once, and it really brought things to light. I can't imagine a day where I don't have you, and I don't want to. I want to grow old with you. I want you to continue to bicker with me over my smoking. I want to have babies with you, and trust me when I say that I hope they all get their mama's looks rather than mine. I want to see the world with you and make you smile along the way. Okay, Munson, you got this. You finally have it. This is it. I use the tip of my thumb, to flick open the clamshell box that's in my hand, holding it up to her, letting the light catch the gorgeous onyx engagement ring that's in there. And I just wait with bated breath. She looks at it, and what I can only assume is surprise. Most importantly, listener, I want to marry you. I want to marry you before June so we can share the same name. I want to walk across the stage with you as we both grab our diplomas, give Higgins the bird, and run the hell out of there together. So, with that said, what do you say, sweetheart? Will you make me the happiest freak on earth and be my wife? Baby? Come on, I need a verbal answer here. You're killing me. Oh, you, you, oh my God. Come here. Come here. I could spin you if I want. You really mean it? You mean it. You said yes. Oh God. Mm. You have made me so fucking happy. I love you so much. You're asking what now? Well, first, let's get this ring on your finger. Here. Ah, perfect fit. I have to admit, I was a little nervous it would be too big for you after what happened today. But it's perfect. It's just like you. Which leads me to my next point. Before you and I do any sort of celebrating, record dancing, anything like that, I'm making you dinner, and you have to eat it, sweetheart. Please. I'll make dinner. It's going to be something light so you don't get an upset tummy. And while I'm doing that, you, in the meantime, need to go relax and put on some really good music. Okay? Okay. Okay, that's the end of episode 9, part 2. So we finally have Eddie popping the question, and yeah, that one was a fun one to write. I was really not quite sure what I was going to do with it. I knew that I wanted to tie something into the whole bombshell that I dropped yesterday with Jason. I wanted to give some resolution to it, but I wasn't quite sure how. But I feel pleased with what I ended up writing. So hopefully you guys feel the same. Hopefully it doesn't disappoint at all. But yeah, as we are speaking right now, I'm working on another script for this. I'm kind of toying with a few ideas here and there, but yeah. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking and leaving comments. Comments are always good. And if you have feedback, I accept those as well. I also accept requests. I think I've already said that at the very beginning of the episode, but I'm going to say it again. And if you like what you hear, but you are not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing or not. It's up to you guys. Whatever you want to do. And as for my VA channel shoutouts, I'm going to also include those shoutouts inside the description section below. So yes, please go check out these amazing, amazing creators. They deserve all the love, and they're just amazing. So How many times can I say amazing once in a paragraph? I bet a lot. But anyway, thank you guys so much for listening. And I will likely be posting another script. I don't know if it'll be tonight or not, but I'll be posting sometime this weekend. I promise. Anyways, yes. Thank you and goodbye.